Yeah. 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 Step into the bayou where the chatter gets wild. Truth served fresh with a wink and a smile. From Gators to Gumbo, it's a party. Let's sing. Welcome to the show. It's Bada Bing. We got flavors of the South with a 90s vibe. Stories roll deep and the beats arrive. Grab a seat, feel the heat, let the good times flow. It's the Bayou Jammin', ready, set, go. Bada Bing, Bayou. The stories unfold where the swamp's alive and the truth is bold. Tune in, lean in, the vibe's so dope. Bayou beats in your ear, we the crew you'll quote.
Damn it. Wait a minute. All right, Patrick, I'm ready.
Ciao a tutti.
Or as we say in Louisiana, hey, y'all.
My name is Patrick Ross Campisi,
And I'm Lawrence Joseph Ingraffia.
and you are listening to.
The Bada Bing Bayou podcast.
So,
So-
what the hell was that?
Well, you know, in the people back home in Tangipahoa Parish, I was at a wedding recently, and they said, dude, we love the tracksuits. They said, you need to do more tracksuit episodes. So, based on the topic of today's episode, and me being a man of the people and giving the people what they want, what they need, what they deserve, I had to bust out my grandpa's old LSU tracksuit.
That is a glorious tracksuit, by the way.
You would not believe how many times I've had people like offer me hundreds of dollars for this, and I'm like, it's not for sale.
Yeah, no, that is one. I was not expecting that at all. I'm at a loss for words. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do with my hands here.
Yeah, okay, Ricky Bobby. But, you know, maybe I'm a psychopath, but this might be a family heirloom.
Oh, it's got to be.
My brother has another one that matches this, too.
That is beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. So, if you haven't guessed already, we're in our Louisiana gear because
That's
today's episode is about things to do in the great L.A., Louisiana.
The original L.A., not Los Angeles, the state of Louisiana.
That is correct. So, what's more fitting, as I'm wearing a Tiger shirt and you are a Tiger walking around, than talking about LSU?
I know.
Also, because as we are recording this, LSU is currently in a football game.
They are in a football game right now. They are playing the Southeastern Louisiana University Lions, and the Tigers are on top, as we expected.
Yeah, the LSU is doing rather well this year, from what I understand. So,
Undefeated, top 5 team. Yeah, but
we're not going to wax
we're
poetic
not-
on this.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. I promised I wouldn't do that to you because this is for all people in Louisiana and those who want to come visit Louisiana. So,
Yes. But that is a great reason to come visit an LSU football game.
LSU football games, man, there's nothing quite like it.
It's not just the game that you come for.
No, you come for the full experience. It starts the night before. People get into town. LSU tailgating is second to none.
Yeah.
There's nothing quite like it.
We are the epitome of tailgating.
I would say so.
The pinnacle.
I would say the pinnacle. Yeah, it's not like you're going to like a parking lot somewhere in the Big 12.
Yeah, no.
And you're drinking beer out of the back of a truck, which is fine to do.
No, I mean, look, we've done plenty of that. But the great thing about tailgating at LSU is honestly the campus. The campus is beautiful. It is massive.
It's massive.
So I think even more so than just like the scenery is the fact that you can walk anywhere on campus and go to just about any tailgate and you will get drink and food for free.
That's right.
Whether you're, for the most part, whether you're on Louisiana LSU's team or not, you know, even fans of other teams, we'll banter, we'll go back and forth, but they will feed you, and they will feed you good.
They will, yeah, that's right. You will not go hungry, and you will not be thirsty.
Yeah, no.
But no, man, there's mean, you went to LSU, I went to LSU. There's nothing like a Saturday night in Death Valley.
No, there certainly is not. I mean, again, the tailgating, you have a great time, especially if it's an evening game. You got all day to tailgate. You go into the stadium, and there's just the rumble. The energy is electric there.
There's definitely, it's an atmosphere that's second to none. I mean, LSU, when my mom was a student at LSU in 1988, LSU is playing Auburn. Auburn is up 6-0. It's the fourth quarter. LSU is driving the ball down the field. Tommy Hodson hits Eddie Fuller in the back of the end zone. The eruption from the crowd caused an earthquake that registered on a seismograph in LSU's geology department across campus. There's just there's something about it, man.
And that was before they had the add-on.
That's right.
So that was more people.
Oh, I know.
Gets even louder.
So Bear Bryant, famed Alabama coach, who was the pinnacle of college football coaching before Nick Saban did what he did. That's neither here nor there. But Bear Bryant said it's like being inside of a drum. Playing in Tiger Stadium, and he said you could smell the bourbon from the 50-yard line.
That you can bourbon, beer, maybe a little anything else.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. But no, I mean, I can talk about LSU all day, but there's so much more to Louisiana than just LSU football.
Yeah, we are more than just our college football team.
That's it.
And more than our professional team. The Saints, when they are doing good, is also fun to go to enjoy. And that's down in New Orleans.
That's
and
right.
As we've talked about in plenty of episodes up to this point, there's so much to do there. But very surface level, I mean, you could throw a rock at just about any restaurant and have a great meal, whether it be Italian or French or Cajun cuisine, just American cuisine, great steak restaurants down there. I mean, there's so much to do.
So much to do.
As those of you who know us Louisianians, we tend to drink alcohol like water.
That's right.
So there's plenty of watering holes all throughout New Orleans, and even in Baton Rouge, there's some pretty great ones.
Absolutely, there are.
If you're interested in that, we've got other episodes talking in greater depth as far as places to go to, but there's always a great time. There's a second line you can go hop in. There's always we're always having fun.
We're always having fun.
That's the most important thing I think about Louisiana. We're gonna find a way to have fun, whether you're in the city, and really we don't have like cities. Our cities are different.
I think a lot of that has to do with the people down here. It has a lot to do with the culture. Look, we have a very laissez-faire attitude toward a lot of things, right?
Yeah.
And so that permeates all aspects of life in Louisiana. Things move slower down here.
Yeah.
But, it moves. You can move Louisiana at a pace that you want it to. You can slow it down as much as you want. But, yeah, there's just something about maybe it's something in the water down here. I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you this, that, I've moved recently.
Yes, you did.
Flying back, because I've flown back numerous times ever since I have moved. Flying back, I always fly back into New Orleans. And that they must know that I'm flying back because they give me like the best view when they circle over the city, and just seeing what I consider home, and then landing. You go through MSY Airport and they've got jazz music playing every single time, live jazz.
Yeah,
there's nothing else that quite feels like Louisiana. It feels like home, even if you're not from here. I think it feels like home.
Again, I think, like I said, that just has a lot to do with the culture and the people down here. Louisianians, we are a very accommodating, a very welcoming people. And, you see the best of Louisiana when things are horrible, right? Like hurricanes, flooding, tornadoes, things like that. It doesn't matter what religion you are. It does not matter what skin color you are. It does not matter what side of the political aisle you find yourself on. We're all Louisianians, and we have each other's back at the end of the day.
No, 100%. And going outside of just the metropolitan cities that we have here in Louisiana, there's so much to do if you are like an outdoors aficionado or even somebody who's just interested in the outdoors.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, Patrick, one of our nicknames for our beautiful state is a sportsman's paradise.
That is correct. And as a sportsman, I will agree that there's just it's overly abundant here.
Oh my gosh. I mean, outside of maybe like elk, bison, and like bighorn sheep, white-tailed deer, turkey, duck, dove, hog hunting. I mean,
Nutria for those who know.
That's right, Nutria for those who know. You can go sell some pelts, get a nice little change, take a nice girl out to dinner.
How about fishing?
Oh my gosh, dude. The probably I would say Louisiana is the best fishing on the Gulf Coast.
Yeah, some of the best seafood in the country.
Oh my gosh. I mean, it's caught fresh that morning and it's on your plate by lunchtime.
Yeah.
Where else do you get that?
I mean, you got the Northeast.
You do. In San Francisco,
Yeah,
they have
there
a
is.
good seafood scene.
Yeah, but I think what makes Louisiana unique is the way that we cook our food.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've had debates with people before about, they almost don't like seasoning on the food because they want to just enjoy the food itself. But I think what makes Louisiana unique is that you do enjoy the food, but the seasoning is just it brings it to that next. It opens up what you're actually eating. The food, you need to have a good quality base.
Yeah, you
so
do.
need to have good quality cut of meat, fresh duck or fresh fish, and that's great.
Oh, yeah.
But there's like another door that you can open up. You put some Tonys on it. You put,
Some Tonys.
I mean, literally anything. You could. There's so many different sauces. and
Cajun
seafood.
power, garlic sauce, like all kinds of
So
stuff.
much stuff. Even
Yeah.
not Crystal. What's the other one?
Tabasco?
Tabasco. Even Tabasco from Avery Island here in Louisiana. Stuff like that. It just it brings it to another level.
Yeah.
And like it's ruined me now traveling and living in Florida.
Yeah.
The food there is good, right? There's a lot
No
more
doubt.
of a Hispanic influence, and I love that as well because there's a lot of heat, and I love spice. But there's still the Louisiana flavor. Mm-hmm. There's right down the street from where I live is a place called the Cajun Boil.
Oh,
And There's
yeah.
not a knock at them. I've never had it before. But as somebody from Louisiana, anytime I see Cajun anything outside of the state, I'm like, what is this? This
Yeah.
can't-
You're right to be skeptical,
Yeah.
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 Because we know what that's about.
Yeah.
Do they know what that's about?
Well, it's the same thing. Like you go to a restaurant, and this is going off of Louisiana stuff. But if you go to a restaurant, I'm not going to order something that I know I can cook well at home.
That's it.
Right? I
Yeah.
can make a pretty mean chicken picata. I'm not going to order that at a restaurant because like I'm probably going to be disappointed. But I don't ever cook veal parmesan. So
No.
of course I'm going to get that at a restaurant. That's my
Right.
again, as we said, my litmus test for at least
That's
an
the
Italian
litmus
restaurant.
test for an Italian restaurant.
Yeah, but
no doubt about
let's
it.
bring it back to Louisiana.
Bring it back.
LSU, New Orleans Saints, outdoors.
Hunting, fishing.
Hunting
Yeah.
and fishing. What we haven't talked about, we have talked about in one episode, but parades.
Parades.
There's a parade for everything. There's
Yeah,
Barkus,
there-
right?
Barkus.
That's for the dogs.
There's
Or that's Chewbacca's.
that is that
Chewbacca's is the Star Wars.
Chewbacca's is a Star Wars parade.
Barkus is the dog
It's
parade.
the dog parade.
Yeah, they've got. I mean, you got all of the actual like Mardi Gras crews.
Oh no, you absolutely do. Yeah.
What was the one that the judge talked about?
The one that the judge talked
That
about.
was originally an Italian. I didn't know this. It was originally an Italian crew because the Italians couldn't join the
yeah.
other crew, so they made their own.
That's right.
And it was the most extravagant, the most flamboyant and eccentric one because, of course, the Italians were going to go all out in it. And it ran for the longest time. And when that organization shut down, that's when the St. Joseph Society, what it now was called,
Right.
went into effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, dude, Mardi Gras, if you haven't been, it's a very different beast.
Yeah.
New Orleans is it's go, go, go. But you want to get out further and go do some kind of off the wall Mardi Gras, you can go to Church Point. Are you familiar with Church Point
I'm
Mardi
not.
Gras, Patrick? They have like homemade costumes, and people will chase a chicken around.
Oh, yes, I have heard of this. Yeah,
People
that's
get-
old school.
That's old school. People
Yeah.
get hurt. I think people have died. In
That's
the
out like
past.
Lafayette, right? Area?
Yeah, Church Point's. It's in Acadiana.
Yeah, Acadiana.
I couldn't exactly point to it on a map, but
And
yeah,
the-
no. Anthony Bourdain went there.
Did he?
Actually went there for Church Point Mardi Gras. Loved it.
Well, to give a little Louisiana history, Acadiana is where the Cajun comes from. Acadien in French evolved rather into Cajun. So
Yeah.
give you a little bit like what is a Cajun?
Yes.
That is what that is. It comes from the people from Acadiana in Canada, were exiled down to Louisiana. They thought they couldn't make it. Man, did they?
Did they make it?
Yeah, they've made
Shaped the region.
100%.
I mean,
That is as again living in Florida. When I come back and I hear a Cajun accent, it's like it's like a warm hug. It's like I'm back. I'm back, baby. I absolutely love it.
how you doing, baby?
How you doing, baby? Ah, Sha.
Oh, shot, baby.
Sha, baby. Oh,
Uh-huh.
Sha.
Nothing like it.
Seriously. I mean, we could probably have an episode just on Cajun. I've got a few friends who speak Cajun French. We might have to get them on.
Oh God, that'd be funny.
Yeah.
But no, dude, no, you're absolutely right. I mean, you can. There's so much to do all year in Louisiana. I mean, parades. My God, Louisiana. Will have a parade for anything.
Yeah.
We don't need an excuse to have a parade. Not only with parades, but you mentioned second lines too. For those of you that don't know what a second line is, Patrick, you want to tell them what a second line is? 'Cause-
Second line is, I mean, you can use it either for funerals or for weddings. It's a celebration, and it's a procession through the street led by a jazz band playing, the historical, the traditional New Orleans jazz music, which some people claim that we know that actually originated from Sicily, because they would do those same processions in Sicily. Mm-hmm. And there's a long history of Sicilian jazz.
Yes, there
from
is.
the origins back in the 1800s, maybe in the 1800s, that Thomas Jefferson brought over. The first Marine Corps band was formed by Sicilians that they brought over. And the youngest guy was 14 years old, was made an American citizen, served in the Marine Corps band in like the early 1800s. And that's where the Marine Corps,
That's fascinating.
that's how that Marine Corps
That's
band came
fascinating.
about. But I mean, with second lines, that's if you're in New Orleans, it's typically in New Orleans. If you're in New
Typically.
Orleans, you're in the French Quarters. Again, typically where it's going to happen. You see that, anybody's welcome to join, as long as you have a little white handkerchief.
Just get a white handkerchief, just flick of the wrist, right?
A little flick of the
That's all
wrist.
you need.
But with
You'll fit right in.
Oh yeah, and you might end up at a bar. You might you don't know where you're going to end up. People just kind of hop in, hop out. But it always is the best when you're in a second line and you look out and there's tourists who have no idea what's going on. They're like, "What is happening right now?" There's just a sea of people walking through the street to jazz music.
I know.
It is the best party. My sister had a wedding in New Orleans, and we did a second line from the wedding to the reception.
I love that.
It's the best.
That's so good. But yeah, man, we're talking about New Orleans right now. We're talking about parades. We're talking about Mardi Gras. We're talking about second lines. Louisiana has a very big festival scene too.
Oh, festivals for everything. I mean,
That's-
it's cultural festivals, food There's a food festival like every week.
That's
I
what I'm
feel
saying.
like. Yeah, music fest, jazz fest.
Jazz
Anybody's ever heard of
fest.
that?
Oh my God, jazz
in
fest.
Buku down here.
I think it is. Yeah.
Buku's like the EDM kind of fringe one, but it's not like an old warehouse. It's like a really, I've never been, but I've heard great
Neither
stories.
have
It's
I.
a really cool scene. But there's just festivals for There's literally a party for everything. That
No,
we
there
do
is.
down here.
But jazz festival. You ever been to jazz fest?
Oh yeah, many
Patrick?
times.
Oh my gosh. I mean, so
And
for
it always falls around my birthday, which is like the best birthday gift to go see. For me, I love the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and
Yeah.
they played multiple times there, and that would be like my little birthday present.
Well, I'm jealous. I don't know what that's like because I was born in the dead of winter after New Year's, January 3rd. So
not really much to celebrate after the New Year.
nope. But I do find myself in a deer stand more often than not.
That's a good way to spend your birthday. Mm-hmm. Now I will say, I know we're jumping all over the place, so like keep yourself, take notes if you have to.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things that I miss dearly about Louisiana is going out to like places like Pierre Part or down in Morgan City, Berwick area, Gators, like all the kind of fringe Cajun places, and going dancing to swamp pop.
Swamp pop.
Swamp pop, for those who don't know, it's basically the South Louisiana rendition of like 60s doo-wop music. I think that's the best way to phrase it.
I'd say it's probably. There's
There's a lot of
I couldn't
elements.
have done a better job explaining it. So yeah, I'd agree with
If
that.
you ever listen to Van Morrison, a lot of his songs are swamp pop, just inherently are swamp
Yeah,
pop.
they
and
are.
they've been turned into swamp pop. I saw a thing Keith Frank is playing in Plaquemine in a couple of weeks. I was like,
I will get down with some Keith
dude,
Frank.
Keith Frank is with Boosie.
Oh my
Haters?
God. Oh,
Oh yeah,
that line dance. If that comes on at a wedding, get out the dance floor if you ain't ready for
that's
it.
also another thing. We love the line dance down here.
We do love the line dance. Love
And
the
it's-
line dance, Cajun dance.
Yeah. And the great thing about swamp pop is you go out to these little bars. Like there's one in Pierre Park called the Spunky Monkey. There was
Spunky
Stevie
Monkey.
G's. Stevie G's, I think, is like open every other week, if not completely shut down, which is unfortunate. Awesome place. Saw the Chiwis there, like really cool concerts. But Spunky Monkey is on Bell River outside
Yeah.
Lake Verret, which is, again, just for those who don't know, Pierre Park. And you'll go out there and you'll see people from 20 to 80 out there, and especially the older generations. They're all doing the jitterbug together.
yeah.
And you think like, how are I can't even move like that. And they're they're locked in. They're just there. Like as far as I know, they're the only two people there in their minds because they're just having the greatest time. Everybody's having a fun time. There's great music. It's just a celebration all in all. I think coming to Louisiana, you're going to come and have a good time. You
You
can't
will
not.
have a good time. And then if you happen to find yourself here in the springtime, you can eat Louisiana's most
Signature.
famous dish, crawfish.
Not crawdads, not crayfish,
Crawfish.
crawfish.
The Louisiana lobster, a true delicacy
And to say it
of the swamp.
to say it properly, you're not going to say boiled crawfish. How do you say it? Boiled.
Bald.
Boiled crawfish.
Bald.
Bald crawfish.
Almost like bald. Like someone doesn't have hair. Bald crawfish.
Boiled crawfish. Exactly.
Just like that. Yeah. You know, funny enough, whenever we, speaking of festivals and everything like that, whenever we did the St. Joseph's Day Parade, I was teaching some of the uninitiated members how to properly boil and eat crawfish.
Yeah. Look, hot take. I'm not a big crawfish fan. I think it's too much work for the reward.
Yep.
But I think this across the board with Louisiana feasts, but specifically with crawfish, it's a social outing.
It's a social meal.
Event. Yeah.
It's a social event. It's a social meal. As far as eating boiled seafood goes, I would rather if I want to eat and like this is a meal, it's gonna hold me over to my next meal or whatever. I want shrimp or crab. That's me.
Yeah.
Unpopular opinion, hot take, sue me. I don't care. Joke's on you.
Yeah,
I'm an attorney.
Don't sue them.
Don't sue me. I'll countersue. But anyway, no. I love crawfish. I love shrimp and crab more though.
Okay. Now, if you want to go off a little bit, a little known secret. If you're not from Louisiana, you don't know. If you're from Louisiana, everybody knows about it. I-55, Middendorf's, the thin cut catfish.
Thin fried catfish.
That's right. That is the best little meal you can go as you're heading from New Orleans up to the North Shore.
That's right.
Got to go stop. I mean, go listen to our other episodes about restaurants because food, I think, is front and foremost in Louisiana culture.
I would say so.
Yeah.
Food.
So,
I would say food probably defines us the most.
for better or worse.
For better or worse. Yeah. I mean, well, that's like really like why they started. I mean, I know a lot of the food that we love in Louisiana, it's fried.
Yeah.
A big part of the reason for that is back when Louisiana was more agrarian, they needed to pack on calories so they could get through the working day. So they would fry a lot of the food because that batter adds extra calories to whatever it is they were eating.
Give a little background on red beans and rice because that is another staple in Louisiana.
Oh, my God. Red beans and rice. Red beans and rice is the go-to Monday meal.
Why is it always on Mondays?
Why is it always on Mondays? Patrick, I really don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
So over the weekend...
On Mondays, I eat leftover red gravy from Sunday.
Yeah. So tip that, on Sundays, people would have their big meal, right? Most of the time, they would be cooking a stew. They'd be making some type of meat. So what they would do is the leftovers, they would cook that overnight and make red beans and rice with it. So it was always the leftovers from Sunday, but it would always just happen because they were making meat on Sunday that they would use that leftovers into the red beans and rice. That's why it's historically on Monday.
The more you know.
So most of there's our little watering hole down the street every Monday, free red beans and rice. You show up, you get a drink, you got red beans and rice.
That's the only thing they do there food wise?
No, they got charcuterie and other things like that, antipasta.
News to me.
Yeah, but that's a newer thing. But yeah, red beans and rice. If you haven't had that before,
that's right.
Another little secret: put some cornbread, crumbled cornbread on top.
Can't beat it with a stick.
That and a little hot sauce.
Oh, you gotta have hot sauce.
That brings it together, definitely. So we could go on and on about things to do in Louisiana. We don't want to bore you.
We don't want to bore you.
Right. Of course, it's not boring to us, at least.
It's not boring to us. This is our culture. This is part of who we are.
So what we'll do is this. We'll make you a deal. You come down to Louisiana. Rather than having to listen to like 30 episodes about this in 30 hours, let's just give you a weekend. Right?
Yeah. All you need is one weekend. You'll fall in love.
You'll fall in love. Hey, what's that singer? She married that dude who's the... airboat pilot.
That would be Lana Del Rey.
Lana Del Rey. She married
a swamp boat captain.
Exactly.
Yeah, he is a ball. Certified ball.
A ball?
B-A-W. Ball.
That's another one.
Uh-huh.
So let us know when you're coming down. Listen to our episodes. We'll send you some recommendations. There's so much to do.
So much to do. So little time to do it.
Exactly. Well, everybody, this has been the Bada Bing Bayou podcast. My name is Patrick Ross Campisi.
And I'm Lawrence Joseph Ingraffia.
Let the good times roll.
Or as we say in Louisiana, laissez les bon temps rouler.